All right, everyone. Welcome to Kundalini Yoga. I think this is our 5th week. Nice, halfway there through the series. Thank you for being consistent in showing up to the practice. Appreciate it. So today we're going to be doing the Kriya of Vastu. And Vastu. So yeah, I'm sure like here in Fairfield, pretty sure you'll at least have some familiarity with Vastu. Like we've got Vastu houses. They follow specific architecture that puts them in alignment with natural law and all that. So in the same lens, we're going to kind of be looking at how we clean and arrange our house, our physical house, to be in a higher alignment with the laws of nature, with ourselves. And I thought a good place to start this is really to look at, like, does everyone know what homogenization is? Yeah. So, like, we have Radiance Dairy Milk here, and it's non-homogenized, right? So the milk will, like, separate over time. Milk is, it's got fat and water and all the other elements to it. And the process of homogenization is to mix it all together so that it all stays the same throughout, right? So it's kind of like about becoming uniform. So, like, are we as humans meant to be homogenized? Are we all meant to be the same as one another? And I believe that we're not here to be the same. And we're actually here to individuate, to express our authentic selves and who we really are in this world. And Guru Singh, he's got a lot of good lines. He calls it, we want to honor the you in you, right? So often whenever our inner selves are messy or unclean, it's because we've received signals and messages and behavioral patterns from others that we've believed to be our own. So, like, I just wanted to lead with a little moment of self-inquiry, just some questions we can ask ourselves, like just going through the body, the chakras, and we think about like the crown. It's like a source of where we find inspiration, and it's like, are we living our true inspiration, or are we being inspired by someone else? And we can see this a lot, especially looking at just the political landscape of the world today, whether it's national or in our communities. How are we being inspired by other people's battles? When we have plenty of our own things to face within. Think about the ajna chakra. This is perception. This is our mind. When we're talking to ourselves in our heads, whose voices are we hearing? Are we hearing the angry voice of the father, or a mother who really just maybe overcares and is overprotective and prevents us from expressing ourselves fully? We go to the throat and ask, whose words am I really speaking? Or who's preventing me? Whose influence has prevented me from speaking my truth? And the heart. The heart is the center of willpower, courage of the ego. You can reflect, whose will am I following? Whose influence? Whose idea of Like, whose ego is inspiring mine? Um, our sacral or solar plexus, we could be motivated by other people's emotional waves. Like, a friend might be really constantly excited or upset about something, and then we might feel drawn to come in and kind of entangle with that emotion ourselves and start to ride their emotional wave. Um, you know, think about the sacral area. It's like, with the things in life that really fuel us, are we acting from a place where our body is saying yes, 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 yes? Or is there a no in there, but we're still acting anyway? And we get to the root, and this is the center of our base survival needs, and what fears are inspiring us. Are these our real fears? Is there a message out there that's scaring us? And because of that message, we are acting from it. So just some ways to look at how we're being homogenized by the world around us. And like with this Kriya and with this yogic practice, we're able to come in and strengthen our own inner resilience. A big thing we do just right off the bat from our Adi mantra tune in, we activate our head brain, our gut brain, and our heart brain, right? So in the head brain, what does the mind really do? The mind there's the positive mind, the negative mind, and the neutral mind. And the positive mind, it wants to say, oh, that's good, I like that, that's good. The negative mind is like, no, that's bad, I don't want to be a part of that. That's no good, that's evil, right? All the mind is really doing is measuring. It's saying, compared to where I think I want to be, this is good or bad, right? And whenever that's coming from an inspiration outside of us, we're actually measuring ourselves and our experience against someone else's standards, right? Now, the gut brain is really like our intuition, our passion, and our sense of commitments. And then our heart brain, like I said, it's our ego and our will, our courage. In French, courage, coeur means heart, age means time. So our heart beats with time. Courage is the time of the heart. And when we begin to align these three areas, these three brains, the gut passion, our instinct, our sense of intuition is able to rise into the heart. Then we have the courage to act on that inner intuition, right? And then when that comes up to the head brain, we begin to measure from our intuition, from our will, our ego, our method of being. So we're saying, that's good for me. That's good for what I'm here to do. Or that's not the right path for me. And we start to act from alignment rather than external conditions, external influences. The dangers really of homogenization, like, is that we're not meant to be copies of each other. We're part of this infinite experience. Think of, for every human that's ever lived, and I looked it up, it's like 200 billion, somewhere around there. Every single human has had a unique experience. Now let's think of like how many animals out there have existed, how many plants and fish, forms of life, each having its own unique experience. We're not meant to be copies. We came here to be individuals. We're all just like a unique puzzle piece in this grand picture puzzle of infinity. And when we try to fit in where we don't fit in, due to these conditions, dramas, traumas, and influences, not only are we blocking ourselves by not quite connecting to the puzzle, but we also prevent others from connecting as well. So we're blocking a space, and other people need to connect as well. By being authentic and really channeling our true inner intuition, we create a lot more harmony in our lives and the world around us. So with the Kriya of Vastu we are going to really bring some alignment through our three centers, three brains. And we're going to align our inner house so that we can feel at home, really, within ourselves, anywhere we go in the world, in any place or time and space. So we're going to have a couple exercises that focus on the root and sacral chakras, which is our gut area. And Qigong and Tai Chi, that's called the Dantian. And we're going to open up the heart area through shoulder work. We're going to do a breath called Sitali breath, where we'll, with our tongue out, and we'll try to curve it. I'm not very good at it. But if you can't curl your tongue, just have the tongue out. We'll do breath of fire over that. But that's actually going to bring a lot of cooling into the throat, into the heart, release a lot of heat, and allow us to be, a lot more energy to flow through. Activating that heart to brain connection. And in our meditation, we'll bridge the gut through the diaphragm. The diaphragm, we have a lock there. So as we work the diaphragm, we're allowing more and more of that intuitive energy to flow up. So we'll bridge the gut to the heart to the throat, which is another lock, and with that, the heart to the head. And this will help us to align all three of our brains. But I'll also say that all of our practices here tend to have a piece or two of each of the brains of the body, while some have a higher focus on certain areas than others. This one's a little more even and balanced. This Kriya really helps us clear out what is not ours so that we can live in the house of our true selves and not a vision that we borrowed, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So with that, we can get started on tuning in here in a moment. Get together over here. Okay, so we'll start with our Adi mantra as usual, which is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong, spoken with the tongue at the roof of the mouth, which blocks the air from flowing out of the mouth as much and pushes a lot of it up into the head space. Ong, and that activates the head brain. Namo, like namaste, where we bow. It's activating the gut brain. Gurudev, meaning the divine guru. Guru meaning the light that shines in the darkness. That activates our heart, our courage, our willpower, and our ego. And the ego does not have to be a bad thing. It's just something we want to be in alignment. So Ong Namo Gurudev, and then Namo one more time. So we're activating through mantra, head brain, the gut brain, the heart brain, and the gut brain. And we'll repeat that 3 times, and then we'll get into our Kriya. So we can come together, rub our palms together, bring a little electricity to our nervous system. The hands connected brings a full cycle, goes up the arms and through the heart. We'll push our palms together, either hugging the elbows, the ribs, flaring the elbows out. Either way, we're activating our parasympathetic nervous system, which is where our body communicates to the brain, says we're good or we're not good. So we'll take a deep inhale, we'll exhale completely, inhale, and we'll recite the Adi mantra 3 times. So begin inhaling fully, pushing the belly out, down to expand the lungs. Exhaling, pulling the navel inward. letting all the air out. Inhaling deeply. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We just come sitting with our hands facing up on our knees, just relax in that vibration for a moment. To get started, we'll come onto our mats for Sufi circles. Hands holding the knees, spine in an upright posture, extending through the crown. We'll come around as we inhale. We'll push the belly out in a counterclockwise rotation. Move forward on the inhale. Swinging around, trying to keep the spine straight. Exhaling, pulling the navel in as we move backwards. Forward on the inhale. Keep our eyes gently closed. Focus on the third eye point. And in Kundalini Yoga, we think an internal mantra as we breathe. The mantra being Sat Nam. So on the inhale, we think Sat. Satya, truth. And Nam, it's the name, it's the vibration of truth. As we breathe inward, pushing the belly out, Sat. Exhale, pulling the navel in, Nam. Moving with the breath. We're breathing, we're identifying, we're holding in the name of truth. Whose truth? Our truth. We'll keep this motion in this direction for about 2 more minutes. Really working on opening up our pelvic area, warming up the spine. The next inhale, just come to a slight pause. We'll just switch directions, moving in a clockwise rotation now. Exhaling back, pulling the navel in. Inhale, pushing the belly out. When we inhale this way, actually helping to pull down the diaphragm, pulls open the lungs even further, filling our body with rich oxygen. But not only that, it's helping to apply some pressure in our pelvic area, which is where the base of the Kundalini coil rests. And then as we inhale and pull the navel in, or exhale, pulling the navel in, we're allowing the energy created by that pressure to send upwards through our body. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Now 10 more seconds. Your next inhale forward. Straighten and elongate the spine. Try to lift up with your pelvis, lift upward with your navel. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Pushing the belly out. Hold as long as you can. Still retaining some pressure in your root area. Exhale completely, sending all that energy upward. Just relax. Relax the body, relax the tension, and feel the energy begin to stir within you. Okay. For our next asana, we will come into or remain in a seated position. We're going to do a little shoulder opening twist, beginning with Qian mudra. So we'll connect the thumb to the middle finger. Try to keep your fingers extended as much as you can. We'll lift our hands over our heads in alignment with our ears. And we'll twist to the left, trying to move from the lower back. The start of the movement, and that's the inhale is to the left. Move around, exhale to the right. Eyes gently closed. Inhaling Sat. Exhaling Nam. Try to find some lift in your shoulders rather than lifting with the arms so much. And with extension through the fingers. Our shoulders carry the weight of the world. Really, the only weight we need to carry is our own. We're halfway there. How much grief, how much loss, how much anger do we experience through the intentions and motivations of others that we carry? We carry that in our shoulders. Last 30 seconds. Really try to stretch up with the shoulders. All right. Lining the spine. Apply your root lock. Hold in the breath with a deep inhale. Stretching up, 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 up. Keep holding the root lock. Exhale deeply, completely. And just float the arms and hands down to your knees slowly. Just rest with a natural breath. Letting your attention follow any movement of energy. Breathing into any tightness that needs to be released. Feel that soul force flowing through you. Okay. And our next posture, we'll come sitting on the mat with our legs extended out in a V. Finding some stretch in the toes. It's called a life nerve stretch. So we're really working on the lower back through the legs. Working on that sciatic nerve, our core, our posture. So we're going to bring our hands up again, also in a V. Inhaling up, and we'll exhale. Instead of coming down with the heart, more coming down sideways. Flexing the side body. Inhaling up. Exhaling down to the other side. And as you come down to stretch, see if you can extend your shoulders outward towards your feet. When we think about the strength of our back, one thing we often miss is actually the sides of our torso. They do so much to help keep our hips and our pelvis in alignment. It also helps do some work on our kidneys. Which work very hard to purify our bodies and the water within. All right, inhale up. Stretch up. Hold the breath in. And release. Palms come facing up on the knees. Find our way back to easy pose if you'd like. Next, we'll come standing. Find some ease and coming up into a horse stance. Helps me to actually try to get on a horse. What we're really doing here, think of our feet as triangles, really having pressure on the ball of the foot, kind of where the pinky toe is, and the heel, pushing into the ground with all 3 points as best as you can. Your feet in alignment with your knees, so check your knees in the direction, your feet parallel. And then just kind of sinking down, a little pressure on the thighs. The thighs create most of the blood in our body, the largest bones in our body. So we're going to be doing the Satali breath with breath of fire. And with that, we're generating some healthy, non-stressed out blood, which is going to carry healthy signals through our body. So the Satali breath, mention again, we'll stick our tongues out, try to curl your tongue, and we'll breath of fire. Now our hands, kind of put some pressure, but not touch them. 3 to 6 inches away from each other and about a foot out from your heart center. Sink into the stance a bit, and we can begin Satali breath. If your tongue gets dry, feel free to wet your tongue a little bit. Really want to feel the breath coming from the belly, not from the chest, not from the throat. "15 seconds. And inhale deeply. Hold. As you exhale, just straighten your legs, come dangling down. Just feel the movement of the energy, the blood. All right, with some gentle ease, just coming back up to standing. So this next posture, we're going to do a standing prayer. So just your feet facing forward in alignment with the knees, hip width apart, hands in prayer pose. We'll step forward into a lunge and open the arms wide like an eagle. Trying to find an extension in that back leg, putting pressure on the ball of the foot. And then we'll inhale, coming back into prayer. Exhale forward. Really finding the base of the movement coming from your pelvic area. Let's do two more. Come up and inhale. Lift the body. Lift the shoulders. Hold. And release. You glad it wasn't 11 minutes? All right, now we'll just come into standing Shiva. It's 30 seconds on each side. So leg up, foot extended, kind of crossing the body. Slight bend in your leg on the ground. Elbows bent a little bit. Whew. focus on one place. Keep your balance. Deep breaths. Push the belly out. Pull the navel in. Switching sides. All right, great. And just come down on your feet. Just take some deep breaths. Oh. Maybe shake the legs out a little bit. Shiva posture really helps us to find a balance in our pelvis. All right, our next posture. We're going to paint our auras. Move all this energy in our body and put it in the field around us. So with our feet, once again, just hip distance apart. Watch your feet, make sure they're facing forward. Come up with the fingers, spread wide, pulling out with the fingertips, moving with the shoulders, raising them up, bending back a little bit. This is the inhale. On the exhale, come down, slight bend in the knees, and let the hands move behind you. And just let that momentum carry you back up. Sideways. Try to have your attention on your fingertips, your mental attention. And your next come up, extend the fingers upward, lift with the shoulders, inhale deeply and completely, lifting with the body. Hold, tighten the body, and just let it go. From the head to the toes, shake it out. All right, and we have our final posture. Yeah. I'm going to do Sat Kriya. This is when it comes to sitting in rock pose, so you can have a pillow between your legs, but either way, we want to sit on our heels. Whatever is most comfortable. Spine aligned. So in this pose, really going to be pushing all this lower energy upward. We'll put our hands together in Venus pose with the fingers interlocked, with our index fingers, our Jupiter fingers extended. overhead. Across the thumbs. We really want to lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat Sat Nam. So when we say Sat, I'm going to lift the navel and lift our root area. So Sat, Sat. And then on Nam, kind of just come down and relax a little bit. Sat, pull up. Nam, come down, relax. Sat, Sat. It's like that. I'll start the timer. Let's do this for 90 seconds. Sat. Sat. Really try to tighten the lower body on Sat. 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 Really raising up on Sat. 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 Squeezing the root, pulling up with the navel, lifting with the shoulders. On the next Sat, pull up and hold the breath in. Hold, hold, hold. Feel the energy moving upward. Exhale, release. Drift your hands down. Just gather the sensations within you. The profound asana, Sat Kriya. You can do this for 30 minutes, any amount of time. Completely realign your energy within. We always want to follow it by laying on the back, so we can now come into our resting Savasana. Relaxing into the you within you. And starting at the feet, let your feet just melt, your toes, letting go of tension, coming up through the ankles and the lower legs, just relaxing, through the knees, the thighs, letting the weight pull them to the ground, relaxing in the hips, the perineum, sacral, the pelvis. Relaxing the lower spine, the lower back, letting the navel sink downward, the diaphragm sink down, relaxing in the ribs, the middle back, Just letting your heart and your lungs find some calm and relaxation. Shoulder blades, let them feel heavy. Shoulders and down your forearms, your biceps and triceps and forearms and elbows. Just weighing into the ground, releasing through each finger. Letting the neck relax, droop down. Loosening the jaw, relaxing the tongue. Softening the eyes and the cheeks, the ears, the forehead, the crown. Just lay here and integrate for a few minutes. Let's bring our awareness back into our physical bodies. Starting with some light movement, wiggling the toes and the fingers, the ankles and the wrists. And come to rubbing our palms together, soles of our feet together. Okay. From here we can just extend our feet outwards and our arms above our heads, and a nice full body stretch through the fingertips all the way down to the toes. Stretching through the front body and then extending the heels and the mounds of the palms out. Stretch through the back body. From here we can lift one knee up, extend the arms outward, and cross that knee over the body for cat stretch, left and right. Just bringing the knees to the chest, rock left and right a few times. Spine, gently rocking forward and backward. Become seated. Comfortable position. Okay, we'll get ready to begin our meditation for class. We'll place our left hand on our heart, and our right hand on our gut brain, creating a bridge between these two centers. And what we're going to chant today, we'll inhale Wa, and exhale Hey. Filling the body up with the Wa, emptying it out with the Hey. Mouth wide open on the Wa, gently letting it close on the Hey. This meditation will bring awe and wonder through our bodies. Wahe is the highest form of wow. On the next inhale, just inhale fully and hold the breath. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Tilt the chin down a bit and just put all your attention at the crown of your head. Just try to hold the breath for 30 seconds. Focus. And release. Just come breathing with your hands resting. Let the awe and wonder sink in. And may the long time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. May that pure light within you guide your way on. I'll inhale deeply, palms together at the heart. We'll end the class with 3 long satnams. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale completely. Nam. 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 Thank you. Thank you for your practice and your presence today. Bless you. May you take this into your week ahead. Satnam forever. Back to you. Thank you, everybody. A little low on time, but does anyone want to share anything in the practice? It's wonderful. You like that one? Oh, I hope so. I hit the. You like that one? That's a good one.